Hey guys, welcome to the 7th session of my Swift beginner course. In this session what we are going to learn is we are mainly going to learn the difference between class and struct and when to use class and when to use struct. That concept very important one, and we will be learning that. And then few of the types of properties we can have in a class and struct. So these are all the things we will be looking into in this session. So let's get started. And I'm continuously doing these sessions on a daily basis or once in a 2 days. So if you want to stay up to date with the future videos, kindly hit the like and subscribe button. So let me tell you one major difference between class and struct. One, classes are reference types, whereas structs are value types, right? So what's mean by that? Reference type and then value types. Okay, so we know how our programs and all gets executed, right? So for instance, so when you declare a variable, let's say I'm declaring a variable called let my name equal to PJ. So when I'm declaring a variable or constant like this, there will be a memory allocated for this particular constant in the memory, right? So let's create an example for that. So class printer, let name equal name a string, okay, and I'm writing a constructor for it, name string, and then self dot name equal to received name, right? So this is our class, right? So what I'm going to do, I'm going to create an object for this printer class. So let my printer equal to printer and then pass a name. Okay. For this example, let me keep this property as a var one, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create another constant. For instance, let's say let my printer 1 equal to my printer. This property, like this constant, I am assigning it to another property. So according to the compiler, this property and this property are two different properties, right? So let me go and change the name of this printer. My printer dot name equal to Sony, and then here I'm going to set my printer 1 dot name equal to like this. So my requirement is I'm going to print the name of this my printer object, not my printer 1. Okay, so print my printer dot name, and then I'm going to print this my printer 1 name, print my printer 1 dot name, and then let's see what we got here. Both properties are printing the same name, this Pano. Why? That's where the reference type comes, because when you assign, like how the my printer 1 object is created is we are assigning this my printer property to the my printer 1. Okay, so what happens is this my printer 1 property refers to the same memory address which is allocated for this my printer. Okay, so for instance, let's say after this line my printer has a memory address like 0x 1 2 3 4 5 6, something like this. So when you assign this my printer to the my printer 1, the memory address uh, for this my printer 1 will also be the same like this. So that's the reason when you try changing something in the my printer 1, it also gets reflected in the my printer object. Okay, okay, this is a bit confusing. Let me change it to new printer, or for instance second printer, and then first printer. So this first printer and then second printer, both the properties are refers to the same memory address. That's the reason when you change in the second printer object, it also gets reflected in the first printer object. So that's why we call classes or as a reference types. Like when you assign something, it just gets referenced. There is no new memory allocates for that particular second printer property, right? Okay, so in case if you don't want the alteration you are doing here to get affected in the first printer, then what we have to do, we have to create a new memory, which means we have to create a new instance for this printer object. So to do that, as we already know, instead of assigning the first printer object, let's create a new instance, and by passing a name Pano. So now if you look at the memory address for this particular second printer, it will be different, maybe something like this. Okay, and when you change uh, name like this, this first printer value won't get affected. So let's run and verify that. So see, the first printer name is still stays as Sony, whereas the second printer name is got updated to Pano updated. Even though it got initialized with the name Pano, then you updated its name, right? So it got updated. Okay, so next thing is value types. We call structs or value types, which means I'm going to change this class to struct one. Instead of class, I'm going to declare this printer as a struct one. And let's see what I'm doing here. Here I'm just going to assign the same first printer to the second printer, and then I'm changing this. Okay, so let's run this one. Look at here, the first printer name still says as a Sony, and then the second printer name got printed as Pano updated, because when we did the same thing with the classes, the first printer name also got updated to the Pano updated, right? Whereas in struct it's not happening, because when you like assign a property, a struct to a new property, the value gets copied to a new memory address. So just because this declared we declared this as a struct, what will happen is when we copy this memory to a new property, a new memory will be allocated. Okay, that's the reason why the first printer is not getting disturbed because of this update. So that's why we call struct as a value types. Okay, so this is the major difference between class and struct. So classes are reference types, structs are value types. So this leads to the next difference between class and struct. So choosing between these two. So as I told you, classes holds a reference. So when you want to control an identity of an object, like you want to handle the state, or to at any point of time when you want to identify or match with these between these two different objects, then in that case you have to go for classes. And the second thing is, the iOS platform mostly written and under the hood using Objective C, right? There is a language called Objective-C, in case if you are not familiar with. So in case if you want to share features between or communicate between a Objective-C file and then a Swift file, then you have to go for a class. Okay, I mean, I would say always prefer using struct. Only use classes when it's a mandatory, right? So these are the main points. Use structures by default, and then use classes when you need Objective-C interoperability, like when you want to communicate between Objective-C classes, then you may go for class. And use classes when you want to control the identity, like you are passing that class instance to somewhere else, but at some point of time you may want to know what's happened to that particular object. So by that time, like, you need the reference to that object, right? So when I say reference, I mean we have to use classes. So in those cases you can use classes. Other rest of all the time, in Swift we recommend to use structures by default. Okay, so these are all the main difference between classes and structs, but almost you can achieve everything whatever you are doing with classes in structs itself. So I thought to cover the types of properties we can have in a class and struct in this session itself, but I'm feeling like that will be a bit heavy for you to understand everything in this session itself. So I'm going to cover that alone in the upcoming session. So I hope this video might help you to understand the difference between the classes and structs, and when to use class and when to use struct. So if you have liked this video, kindly don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button down this video. Thank you.